Hey guys, Logan Boy here. This is a video I usually make where it starts with my face, but something is changing, and I don't even mean changing. There's a lot changing, and I wanted to start with the straight up just what the title says is I'm thinking about quitting YouTube. YouTube has never been a full time thing for me. Hasn't worked out. Probably will never. Considering how where YouTube's heading and where modern day humor and everything is heading with what we're getting now. I wanted to start with I started YouTube about I'd say 10 years ago in 2012 with my sister. We were making videos. We were inspired by Venturian Tale. They were a great channel, and they still are, at least in my humor. And they made with their Gmod videos. We were inspired that we could start our own YouTube videos and become as popular as them, and just have a good time. Do maybe in YouTube full time because apparently you get paid for doing YouTube, which would be it sounded like a dream back then, and it pretty much is nowadays. But I started it 10 years ago with my sister, and once she kind of dropped off because she got older and was dealing with high school or whatever, um, it completely changed from then on. It was just me doing YouTube, and in 2015, I started my own channel, which is the channel you're looking at now, and that's also when a lot of the things of YouTube started changing. Like Five Nights at Freddy's came on, that was blowing the internet up, and it's crazy because I also hopped on that train in an attempt to get views, as shown by the horrible Gmod videos I made called My Story. Terrible title, but it was basically a story about how I met the animatronics and how we teamed up to fight the Combine and all that. It was a terrible story. But I work on stuff. I've been making animations, and also I've been making some FNAF SFM animations just to keep myself back in 2016, I guess. And also I've been working on the new story. Here's a bit of it right there. So that's from Metal and Rebellion, a Half-Life and Five Nights at Freddy's crossover. I know, terrible. Why would I do that? I don't know. I'm rewriting a story for fun. I'm doing it mainly for fun, keep myself happy. I'm getting distracted. I started this channel with the attempt of becoming popular, maybe even making money, just getting views and stuff, which I still am. I'm getting hundreds of views on my normal videos, and then if I ever make a short, they get thousands of views, which nowadays it's like it seems normal, but that would have blown my mind thinking as a kid uploading videos that were only a minute short, just and they would get way more views than my videos I put 10 minutes of effort or not or 10 minutes long, but I put hours of effort into would get way less views compared to the ones that take only a minute. YouTube has changed over the last 10 years, and so have I. I mean, as you can tell, it's a mess back here, but I'm living in my own apartment now. I've had this for about 5 months. I'm almost ending the lease on it. I'm going to have to be moving into possibly a different apartment in a month. But I was going to make an apartment tour, never did. But I turned 18 in April, and that marked about 8 years. And August this year actually marked 8 years that I started this channel. And a lot of the videos that I made back then are actually unlisted or privated or deleted, because they were just not what this channel was, and they were old stuff that I didn't want people seeing unless I showed them personally. So I took them down. That's probably why if you ever come back to this channel, there's nothing left besides videos from probably a few 6 years old videos and then stuff. But first off, again, I'm not fully quitting right now. I'm not uploading as much as I used to. I'm definitely going to put out a 2023 funny moments because if I can, I don't even know how much videos I've filmed this year. Because this year I went with the thing of I want to try new stuff. I've been trying new foods and new things. As you can tell, I'm living differently. I'm living in my own apartment. I moved out when I was 17. But thankfully my parents were really supportive of it. Everything's changed in the last 8 years of YouTube, and I think it's just the rate that it's changed at. It's crazy. I mean, it's been 8 years. That's a big time jump, but there's a lot to say, and making content has definitely changed every single year how it's done. The best way to get it, the best way to get views. But nowadays, it's like if you want to get enough views to be popular or successful or make money, you have to make the most shortest content possible that catches a viewer's attention just so they can, or completely do a scam bait where you have to, oh, make this. Oh, here's a part two. You got to watch another video, which gains another view. It's YouTube has changed so much, and I've said that probably like 8 times now. YouTube has changed a lot, and so have I. I've grown up. I mean, I'm living in my own house, and there's so much that's happened. It's overwhelming, and YouTube has also been overwhelming pretty much with how they've changed how uploading works and the restrictions that you have, because it feels like they were less restricted. Obviously, the standard rules, but with how much stuff is changing in the world, YouTube and the whole internet's changing, and I just feel like I can't keep up with what's changing. And I've lived with this for a while. I kept making videos. I'd upload to keep myself sane. That's what's going on. I'd video and record to keep myself from going insane with how this world is heading. But I'm not going to go on that point of saying, oh, the world's gone crazy, which it feels like they have, but at the same time, there's a lot of hope in the world, whatever you want to say. Um, that's not the point. I've been making content for 8 years now, and it just feels like I have no chance of getting to the point where I can kind of relax back on it and think I made it, because I haven't. I'm nowhere close to making it. Because there's people who make shorts content that get millions of views and millions of subscribers. Meanwhile, I'm over here making videos that are 10 minutes, and I put hours or days into effort of editing just for it to get 200 views. And yeah, they get recommended, but it doesn't make much of a difference as much as Shorts does, which doesn't mean I'm not switching over to Shorts content. I upload on Shorts. It'd take a lot of editing, which is shocking for a 1 minute content video, but I don't make enough content, and I just kind of backed off on YouTube since about probably 2 years ago. I realized the dream of becoming a YouTuber is gone, but I kept uploading anyways because it's fun. It's good to see what people think, or it's kind of a place to store memories that I take with my friends. That's why I started doing it 2 years ago, but a lot has changed, and I'm probably gonna at some point stop uploading. And if I do, I will make another explanation video. But I'm thinking about it because YouTube isn't a sustainable way to film anymore, or at least upload content that you enjoy. You'll find a couple people, but most of the time it's all the same 1 minute short content. That I just feel like if I upload it, no one's gonna enjoy it. It's YouTube has changed. I think I'm done because it's changed so much that I have a good feeling. I get 1,000 views on a video. That's amazing. It's great. It feels good because it's like I rarely ever got views like that, and I still don't on my main videos. I only get them on my shorts mostly. The only ones that get recommended to people are the ones that are only like 10 seconds or shorter. It's crazy how much the view range is different on videos. So a lot of things I'm doing right now, I'm kind of keep myself sane by uploading videos. It keeps me happy as much as I can. Watching views go up does help. It definitely makes it great. I'm dealing with adulthood now that's gotten in the way, like dealing with gas and paying rent for my apartment. Working on YouTube for something that is probably never going to work out for me is getting a bit tiresome. I mean, I'm glad that there's people who are watching my content still. It's a good thing. I'm glad that sometimes thousands of views pop in, but I'm not saying I'm not appreciative. I'm glad about that. My content is still getting something, but I feel like it's not as much as it should be. Like, I feel like I've lost 8 years ago. In 8 years, I feel like I should have been way up in the subscriber count. But also, I can't say I didn't try. I tried a little bit, but I could have tried harder. Never did. So it's my fault, but also it's not. The world's changing. Internet's changing. YouTube's changing. So much has changed. It's throwing me off the grid. So I will most likely be probably shutting down the channel. I'll upload every now and then, but it won't be in an attempt to gain a fan base. It's just somewhere to put videos, I guess, and keep myself sane. Keep my mind in that 2016 asset where I was happy and things weren't so down like they are now, where I sit in my apartment and think about what's tomorrow going to be like? What am I going to be doing for work? Or there's all these things that have changed over the last 8 years, and it's been a great 8 years. And I thank everyone who is possibly still here. I don't know who's here still. I rarely ever get comments on my videos. Most of them are just comment on the video or something about what happened to the video. But if there's anybody who is still watching my channel after all these 8 years, thank you. I appreciate it. And people who are here watching a channel or even made it to this part of the video, I appreciate it and thank you, because doing this for 8 years has tuckered me out on doing YouTube. I know I'm probably never going to make it upstream. I'm probably never going to break 1,000. But it feels good to be at least where I was, because I made a video on my dad's channel when I still was using that one for 25 subscribers. And now I'm almost at 270 as this video was made. But it feels like YouTube is screwed, at least for me. I'm not going to make it. I'm going to watch everyone else succeed. I've been watching a lot of my friends, people who run their channels. Been watching Logan Tabas, my friend. He's been succeeding pretty well with YouTube. I mean, heck, he only has to get up to 500 to start getting monetized when I had to get up to 1,000. So he's doing something right there. So I'm going to be doomed for YouTube. I'm probably never going to make it up there mainstream. It's a really weird change, but I hope you guys understand. And again, for anybody who is still watching this or watching my channel for 8 years, if you guys are still here, thank you. I seriously appreciate it because it's been a long journey. 8 years. I'm living in my own apartment by myself. It's a mess, as you can tell. I got 2 cats. I'm happy with what I got, but these 8 years have been so weird to think about, and that's why I'm kind of putting my mind aside, putting YouTube aside, focusing on at least graduating school and maybe getting at least a steady job so I can live. Maybe I'll come back to YouTube after that, but right now it's not successful enough that I'm gonna make it. I'm definitely not, and with what I like to put out, it's definitely not gonna make it. So that's the point where I'm saying I think it's time to quit. It's gonna be weird to kind of chill out on YouTube, and I've kind of had, but it's still gonna be weird thinking this these videos that I'm gonna be making it might be my last ever chance of trying. So thank you, and see you guys soon.